The tradition continues.
Calvary Global Network Radio to the world 24/7 from Africa, South Sudan, and Uganda.
More than 70 Palestinians have been killed in the latest Israeli attacks on Gaza. The majority of them were starving civilians just trying to get their hands on much-needed food. Even the controversial US and Israeli-backed Gaza Humanitarian Foundation has admitted that the crisis there is spiraling out of control. Donald Trump says that his administration is focused on increasing food access across the Strip.
We are there now trying to get people fed. As you know, $60 million was given by the United States fairly recently to supply food, and a lot of food, frankly, for the people of Gaza that are obviously not doing too well with the food. And I know Israel is going to help us with that in terms of distribution and also money. We also have the Arab states are going to help us with that in terms of the money and possibly distribution.
President Trump has, however, refused to comment on whether or not he supported Israel's plan to occupy Gaza. Prime Minister Netanyahu has been meeting with his security officials to set a new strategy for the war in Gaza, and he's allegedly asked for backing for a military assault to occupy the Strip. The United Nations has condemned the idea of an expanded Israeli military operation, saying it would compromise a future two-state solution. In Lebanon, Prime Minister Nawaf Salam has authorized the army to prepare a plan to take control of the country's arms by the end of the year, which could see the eventual disarmament of Hezbollah. The decision comes amid increasing pressure from Washington on ministers to publicly commit to disarming the Iran-backed group, amid fears Israel could intensify its strikes if they fail to do so. The group says that it will not accept any schedule to hand over its weapons to the Lebanese state while Israeli strikes continue.
With regards to Lebanon, any timetable presented for implementation under the shadow of Israeli aggression cannot be agreed to.
And Japan is marking the 80th anniversary of the atomic bombing of Hiroshima with a solemn ceremony at Peace Memorial Park. Survivors, visitors, and world leaders gathered there to honor the lives lost. This year's ceremony brings together a record number of countries amid growing calls for nuclear disarmament in a world shaken by the war in Ukraine and the crisis in the Middle East.